How would you
That's
classify
nice.
Judd?
Judd?
Ooh.
Judd, I would not have sex with you.
Thanks very much.
Was I lying?
I don't know.
So now when it comes to Judd's hotness, suddenly we don't look at the test results and it's all up in the air.
Hello. Welcome back, my friends. If you're new here, I am Lance B. This is my fourth time I've tried to do this intro. I want to give a big shout out to Mad Jack. Mad Jack suggested, Lance, can you react to Trixie Mattel takes a lie detector test through Vanity Fair? Vanity Fair. I've always kind of liked Vanity Fair. They've always had some really interesting covers. They had years ago, they had like all the big gay characters from television, Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, the original cast of Queer as Folk on their cover. They've always done very beautiful covers and kind of was always pretty, let us gaze out and be in the forefront on covers of magazines also. So I give it up to Vanity Fair. Plus, my very first Vanity Fair I ever got was with that gorgeous Matthew McConaughey when he first started acting. I think it was like when A Time to Kill, and right after that movie, they did a photo shoot of him and he was like a little cowboy, all get up. Oh my God, it was so gorgeous, so gorgeous. So anyway, she's doing a lie detector test through Vanity Fair. It's good to be back. Hurricane's been past and gone. Got our power back. This is my second round of videos after all that, so I'm just kind of excited. Took yesterday off just to relax and just kind of like decompress and enjoy just doing tiddly twat. So today we're back to work, and I kind of miss editing. So here we go. I'm not going to talk anymore. Trixie Mattel doing the lie detector test. Let's get onto it.
Hey, all you little fucking nerds watching online. We like to fuck in the ass.
X-rated!
Woo!
Yeah, come on, baby.
Feel it on my skin because I'm not wearing any shapewear. Can you just not ask where I was January 6th?
Is your name Trixie Mattel?
No. It's Brian Purkis.
Were you born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin?
Yes,
Are you about to take a lie detector test?
I think so. Or I'm getting my blood pressure taken.
Oh my God. First of all, can we just say one thing when I used to do drag? It's the most god-awful print a lot of people thought and tacky, but I do love me some leopard print. That's leopard, right? Cheetah, whatever. I love that kind of print. It's just New Jersey housewife, mob wife type of I just love this look. And love this look on her with the little black bow and stuff like that. Work, bitch, work. I'm living vicariously through you now since I can't do drag anymore.
Okay, I killed him.
Let's start with
Jumping the gun, aren't we?
your career. You joined RuPaul's Drag Race in 2015 and won All Stars in 2018, but said you would never compete in another RuPaul competition. Is that because you can't handle the competition?
Honestly, yeah. I don't like competing. It's not something I enjoy, and it brings out the best in some people. It does not bring out the best in me.
How so?
It makes me self-conscious. Drag is about doing whatever you want, and no one tells you anything. But competing in drag is about doing what you're told and having it evaluated, and that's not like something I thrive at.
So you're not just mad that RuPaul doesn't follow you back on Instagram?
She doesn't follow me on Instagram? Wait, I don't know. Does she follow anyone who does drag on Instagram?
Answer the question.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know she didn't follow me on Instagram. But Sharon Stone follows me, so whatever.
How does that feel?
Oh, shit.
Great.
Oh.
Feels great. Does it feel great?
She's lying.
It doesn't feel great. It hurts.
Yep.
Oh, it hurts. It hurts me that Sharon Stone follows me. Sharon, stop it.
You and Katya Zamolodchikova star in the web series Anna or Anna.
Both were bad. Yeah, it's yeah.
Were there any other sounds that you considered for the title?
I wish we wouldn't have called it that. We didn't consider any other sounds. It's just confusing to say or spell. We should have just called it Trixie and Katya. I mean, easier.
Which of the H's are silent?
I guess all of them. I didn't even make up the spelling.
Do you think you could stand to add a couple more letters?
Why not? Honestly, I only started spelling it correctly a couple years ago. Katya had to be like, you know you're spelling it wrong on Twitter and stuff. And I was like, it's a made-up word, though.
You were ranked 4th in New York Magazine's...
Hold on. Before we go to the next one, I love the fact you come up with a show title that you cannot even spell. And you're one of the faces of the show. It blows my mind just thinking about that. I'm like, how can you come up with a name of a show that you can't even spell yourself when you need to promote it on your social media? I just don't get that. Now, I misspell it all the damn time, but I'm not the face of the damn show either. But I think that's hilarious. I just learned how to spell it, and Katya told me I was spelling it wrong. I love you, Trixie. Good Lord. All right, let's go back a little bit more. Oh, God. How do you guys think about it? Leave that in the comment if you think that's so funny. Would you ever come up with a show title that you can't even know how to spell?
Ranked 4th in New York Magazine's The Most Powerful Drag Queens in America list. Do you think that list was ranked fairly?
Work, bitch.
No. This is the same magazine that took ugly pictures of us. So we can't trust them. Why don't I rank their lighting equipment?
Do you think people outside of the drag community really
enough.
understand what goes on within it?
No, and I like it that way. I think that they should understand what we present, and I don't think they have to know what goes on behind the curtain. It's part of the magic of it. I mean, you know, it's on stage for a reason. This is what you're supposed to see.
Drag
Very
culture
true.
is full
Very
of
true.
shade. Would you say you have to have thick skin to survive?
Yeah. I mean, shade usually comes from someone you like, and it's like playful banter, which is actually, it's kind of like a compliment. If you walk into the dressing room and you read everyone there, it's because you like everyone there. If you're the one drag queen who didn't get like a playful ribbing, they probably don't like you.
Let's move on to pop culture. Would you say you have a better wig collection than this woman, Lady Bunny?
A bigger wig collection, because I think she has one, but as far as iconic wigs, I mean, you can't really beat the Lady Bunny wig. It is incredible. I think Marco's wig makes those. He's from Italy. He's bomb.
Who's the best wig maker?
Ooh.
Oh my God, who's the best? My favorite, I think, is Zach Killian. He does wigs for me. He
I was
recently did a
wondering
wig
if you
for
were gonna say
Beyonce. He just does sculptural, like, really takes it to a different level. He's amazing. Is that the truth?
Tell you the truth.
You're welcome, Zach.
She's mentioned Zach Killian before on their show. So I'm not surprised she said Zach Killian. She's mentioned someone else. No, that was her costume designer she mentioned. This one woman who does her costumes. I thought that was pretty cool too. She has a really interesting name. But yeah, Zach Killian, I knew I'd be shocked that she didn't mention Zach Killian.
What about this woman, Dolly Parton?
Oh, Dolly.
Do I have better wigs or a bigger wig?
Better wigs.
I think I currently have better wigs. I prefer early Dolly wigs, big 60s wigs. These like 90s and on, like mullet wigs, it's not my favorite Dolly.
Why is that?
They're just a little more modest and breathy and a little more like real looking. I prefer like big 60s televised like Dolly hair, huge wigs. I just think if you're gonna do it, do it.
Truth.
I'm lying a lot less than I thought I was going to.
Who would win in a sing-off between you and Dolly Parton?
Dolly Parton. I mean, Dolly Parton could sing the phone book. I mean,
That's true.
You just can't beat the honesty, the timbre, the power. Not to mention, this is a woman well into the winter of her life, and she's singing as beautifully as she ever did. It's pretty wild. I saw her at the Hollywood Bowl, and I was blown away. I've still not met her. I mean, is she here? She's here, isn't she? No, she would have come in by now. I would love to do a song with her. I mean, I just want to interview her. Like, if I ever just get the chance even to just... Fun fact, though, everybody thinks because she's blonde, she's like my Beyonce, but I'm actually more of a Loretta Lynn person, and my favorite is June Carter Cash.
June Carter Cash.
And that's on period.
Are dating apps an acceptable way to meet someone?
Absolutely. Yes. I've met almost all my boyfriends on dating apps, different ones. It's just how you approach it.
Is Grindr overrated?
I think Grindr's appropriately rated. I think it's worth making fun of and it's ridiculous, but you could meet your husband on Grindr.
Which app would you recommend?
I think Tinder makes the most sense because you have to mutually like each other to start a conversation, and then the icebreaker's done because you already know the person likes you.
Is that how you met David?
Yep, Tinder. He was my third Tinder date.
Wait a minute. I thought Tinder was for straight people. It's for gay people too, Tinder? Is it really? I thought it was all... Am I thinking of something else? Am I thinking of eHarmony? Let me know in the comments below. I thought Tinder was just exclusively for the heterosexuals. And I wonder why I've been single now for 12 years. So Jesus Christ, I wonder why.
Who messaged who first?
I don't remember, but I remember his pictures were him with a dog and then a picture of him on a boat in Italy. And I remember, this is crazy, but I remember seeing the picture and being like, I just felt like I needed to meet him. Like there was just something about him that I wanted to meet.
Based on experience, should you hook up on a first date?
Yes, I think you can, and you don't have to, but I think you should. It's better to hook up early than to move in too early.
What is moving in too early?
I mean, gay people are like, we've been together 3 months, we're moving in. I'm like, girl, exchange houseplants, do something. Like, finish your lease. You know what I mean?
Have you ever hooked up with a friend?
Of course.
What about a Drag Race co-star?
No.
She's telling the truth.
There's some cuties, it's just not happened. But I've always had boyfriends.
You once said, hot people, it doesn't mean they're good in bed. Ugly people doesn't mean they deserve to live. Do you still stand by these words?
Hot people doesn't mean they're good in bed. Ugly people doesn't mean they deserve to live. Yeah.
Why is that?
Well, I think hot people are often worse in bed. You know, it's like they've never been an extra. They were born into being a star. You know, some of us have worked in catering. And
That's
I
funny.
think ugly people, well, they can still be bad people. It's like I grew up poor and I used to always tell myself that all rich people were bad. But then I went out in the world and realized there's a lot of really nice rich people and a lot of poor people who are dickheads.
Based on that, do you think this man is bad in bed, Idris Elba?
I don't think there's any way that he's bad in bed. He can't be bad in bed. There's no way. And if he was bad, I would be willing to put in the time to help him.
Yep.
And
He's
British.
gorgeous. Gorgeous.
he's
Charles
very
Minor on The Office, are you kidding me?
What about this man, Henry Cavill?
Yeah. He's doing great. Although that CGI mustache was bogus. But he is beautiful. That video of him taking apart a computer? You kidding me?
Is that what does it for you?
I walked around with an Apple logo on myself. Just hoping he'd pull me apart. No, leave that there. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, you can take it. He just looks like a newscaster who's about to take his clothes off. Do you know what I mean? The forecast is hot. Just hot.
And finally, what about this man,
Oh, that's
Oscar Isaac?
What does he do?
Oscar Isaac.
He's an actor.
And what?
Star Wars, Moon Knight.
Oh. I've actually not
haven't
seen Star Wars.
I haven't seen Moon Knight.
True.
I've seen Star Wars.
I mean, I'm not saying I have a type. He's hot. That beard, that's like gray and like, he's hot. He's very hot. He looks like he's about
love facial hair.
5'7", but we could make something work. As I get older in drag, I've been wearing flats. He's really hot. Really, really hot. Yeah, in a different way than Henry Cavill. Like, Henry Cavill's like porn hot. This is like your husband who you have a cabin with, you know?
What kind of cabin?
You have a cabin in the woods, like Lake Arrowhead. You wear a lot of turtlenecks.
So how would you classify me? Hot or ugly?
Hot.
Yeah, she's telling the truth there.
How would you
That's
classify
nice.
Judd?
Judd?
Ooh.
Judd, I would not have sex with you.
Thanks very much.
Was I lying?
I don't know.
So now when it comes to Judd's hotness, suddenly we don't look at the test results and it's all up in the air.
Let's move on to your life.
Hold on.
Is it true?
Hold on. I could not. Oh my God. Poor Judd. Give it up in chat for poor Judd. Can't even catch a damn break. The woman kind of got a good compliment, but poor Judd though. Judd, I would not have sex with you. It's like straight up, didn't even miss a beat. God damn, poor Judd. Let's show some love to Judd, Jesus.
True, Trixie Mattel wasn't the first drag name you considered.
That's true. The other one was Cupcake. And now there's a rapper named Cupcake, so I'm glad I didn't pick that, because we would have had to fight it out.
What kind of cupcake?
I thought my shtick was gonna be like pink hair and like always confection and like you know, looking like baked goods. I'm glad I didn't go with baked goods.
Do you think
Yeah,
some
good
queens
call.
in RuPaul's Drag Race cinematic universe have weak drag names?
Yes. Yes. These people sound like they're
Wait a minute, hold on. She did not just say what I just heard her say. She did not just say in RuPaul's Drag Race cinematic universe. She did say this. She did say this.
Queens in RuPaul's Drag Race cinematic universe have weak drag names?
Yes. Yes. These people sound like they're in the witness protection program.
It's like MCU.
You can pick any name in the world, and you're like, Rebecca Michaels, Beth Smith. I'm like, okay, great.
Which is the worst one you've ever heard?
Anything like Vanessa, like Kensington. I'm like, okay, great. See you at Sears.
Your last name comes from your love of Barbies. Is that because your life is plastic and it's fantastic?
Yeah, that was the intent.
Do you think Barbies should evolve to reflect real women's proportions?
Yeah.
She's telling the truth.
Oh, work.
Are you disappointed you weren't cast in the new Barbie movie?
Yes, yes. I'm disappointed I wasn't asked, but let me tell you, when it comes time to promote it, guess whose DMs they're gonna slide into?
Do you think you would be a better Barbie than this woman, Margot Robbie?
I mean, I'm always running into her. Like casting, we're always called in for the same parts, you know. I was this close for I, Tanya, but I tragically couldn't skate.
Well,
Oh, what was the question?
Do you think you would be a better Barbie than Margot Robbie?
No. I mean, you can't really compete with that. I don't care who you are.
truth.
Would your partner, David Silver, make a good Ken?
No.
Why is that?
I mean, I think that, well, I mean, you want Barbie to look like Barbie and you want Ken to look like Ken. I love David. He's no Ken.
Can you even have a Barbie movie without the iconic Barbie Girl song in it?
I think it's actually a little on the nose
could,
what they did.
Yeah,
It's giving kids
I
bop.
agree. Yeah, yes.
You have your own Trixie Mattel doll coming out soon.
Yes.
Is it just because you want to play with yourself?
I don't need a doll to play with myself.
She's telling the truth.
He already knew that.
Do you feel like the doll actually looks like you?
I do. I mean, maybe there's a little fudging of truth in the midsection, but I think the face looks really good.
True.
I wanted to make sure that she looked like she had a ton of makeup on. I was like, I want lines on her face. I want big, real lashes. And we tried a bunch of different hair fibers because I was like, it can't look like hair. It has to look like a wig. I want this to look like a wig.
You're a democratic socialist.
Yeah.
Would you consider yourself a Bernie bro?
I'm an aspiring Bernie bro.
How so?
Well, I really loved Bernie, but I was afraid if I voted for Bernie that my vote wouldn't count.
If Bernie were to run again, would you want to be his running mate?
I think I would do like a fundraiser, but you don't want me in the Oval Office.
Is it because you have too many skeletons in your closet?
I mean, I think by politician standards, I could still shoot someone and make it in that office. You know? What is one skeleton?
Have you ever shot
So
somebody?
true.
I've never fired a gun.
She's telling the truth.
Okay, so no murder. Good.
I never said I didn't murder. I said I never fired a gun.
She's lying.
Final question. At any point, did you lie during this interview and we didn't catch you?
I don't think so.
Yep, she's telling the truth there.
I mean, I don't really lie. Maybe it's because I'm in drag. I really don't lie.
She's lying.
Well, you'll have to tune in next time. Am I free to go? I'm double parked.
I'm double parked. Love it. Love that for her. Love that interview. That was really good. Thank you so much for suggesting that. Oh my God. Let's close this window a little bit. The whiteness of the screen is like... Is my voice going out? I shouldn't be. It is like about 2 o'clock in the morning. I went to bed about 6 and I'm starting to do some work at 1:45 o'clock in the morning. Actually, no. It's 1:53 in the morning. And I decided to wake up and do some work. It's like, get up and do some work, bitch. Yeah. So, love that. So, Mad Jack, thank you so much for suggesting that. That was a great interview with Trixie. Sometimes with some of these Q&As, with some of these different publications, can be a little bit kind of like, I think that the only reason why I think that is because I saw that Kim Kardashian one, the 20 questions or 150 questions of who gives a shit about Kim Kardashian. And ever since then, it's kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. But I shouldn't poo-poo all of them. Let's just say that. But this was good. This was good. I like this. There was quite a few things I didn't know. Like, I didn't know she was a Bernie bro. I was a Bernie bro. I'm not really political though, but I think everybody is pretty all corrupt. And so that's why you don't hear me talk about politics. I don't trust anybody. Just saying. I don't trust anybody. Liberal, Democrat, I don't trust anybody. Once you get that power, they just on the take for themselves. They don't give a shit about us commoners because they think we're all stupid. But I'm not going to get on that. We're going to talk about drag and gay shit right now. That's what we're going to enjoy talking about. Escape from the news. But yeah, this was really good. I still think Trixie, I would never look in that man in the eye and say, I would not have sex with you. I couldn't do it. I would feel like I would hurt that poor man's feelings. Yeah. I couldn't. I was going to try to pull up his name again. I forget his name already. But I couldn't. I would probably feel bad if I hurt this poor man's feelings. But other than that, it was a really great interview. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys did too. Of course, if you guys have suggestions and if I use them, I'll let you know. Give you a heads up that I'll give you a shout out in that video that you suggested. And of course, all you have to do is be a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, well, what the hell are you doing? Hit that button down below so you can leave some suggestions. Other YouTubers make you pay on their Patreon to even listen to your suggestions. I don't do that. I don't do that. Do I do that? Have I asked you guys ever for some money? Now, you can always leave some money down in my super thanks down below. You can always do that. Nothing's stopping you. Help the needy. I feel like my voice wants to go out on me. Why do I sound like Kathleen Turner after a carton of cigarettes? Sweet Mary and Joseph. Anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. You take care of yourself. You take care of each other. And I'll see you next time. And bye.